Hello guys, welcome back to another video from Behind the Clutter. In today's video, we are going to make a glue gun using an old mosquito repellent device. And please make sure you watch the video till the end because I'll be making some modification at the end. So without any further ado, let's get started. The very first thing that you need for this project is a mosquito repellent liquid vaporizer. And for that, here I have this Goodnight Active Plus. All these devices work with the help of a small heater which vaporizes the mosquito repellent liquid called prolactin. These toxic fumes can penetrate into mosquito skins and damage its nervous system. And here in our case, we'll be using that heater in order to melt the glue stick. On opening the housing, here we can see the heater and its tiny circuit board with a slide switch for adjusting the temperature. So see how the connections are made and then cut it off from the plug. And now you have two options. You can either use the heater alone by supplying 230 volt directly, or use it along with the circuit so that you can adjust the temperature of your glue gun as well. Anyway, I am using it with the circuit, but for now I am cutting it out from the board for making some modifications. So next we need an aluminum sheet to make the nozzle and the melting chamber for our glue gun. And for that here we can use this aluminum can. So let's cut it open into a flat sheet. After that, take a glue stick and roll the aluminum sheet over the stick to make a hollow aluminum tube. And just make sure that the diameter of the tube is slightly larger than the stick so that it can freely move inside. And also try using fabric or masking tapes as plastic tapes could melt easily when it gets closer to the heater. I now cut a 5 cm long piece out from the aluminum tube in order to make the melting chamber. And then roll a small piece of aluminum sheet in conical shape to make the nozzle. And keep in mind that the larger end of the cone should be slightly larger than the hole in the heater module. Now we need to attach the nozzle and the melting chamber on both sides of the heater module, and it must be leak proof. So here we can use M-Seal to align and fix the components firmly. And finally both ends are aligned and fixed onto the heater. Now keep it aside to dry for 10 to 12 hours. And meanwhile let's make a body for the glue gun. For that, draw a rough sketch of glue gun and cut out two pieces of it from cardboard. Now our heater assembly is ready, so let's fix it onto the cardboard body we have made. So stick the assembly to the body using some double-sided tape. Here I'm using this tape because it's having some thickness. So by adding 2 or 3 layers, I can adjust the height and keep the nozzle and the tube at the same level. Now cut out another piece of 2 cm length from the aluminum tube we have made and stick it to the tail end for supporting the glue stick, just like you see in this video. Now cut out another piece from the tube and make its diameter closer to the glue stick. In this way we can hold the glue stick just by slightly tilting the tube. And then I have made this piece of cardboard trigger for tilting the tube. And now we have to fix the tube firmly on top of this cardboard trigger. So let us fix it together using super glue. Adding a little amount of sawdust along with the super glue can give us a stronger bond. After that, insert the glue stick through the trigger like you see in this video. Then mark the point for triggering while holding it in the correct level. Now let us drill some hole in the marked points in order to fix the trigger in position. And I have also added some double-sided tape in layers to align the height of the trigger with the rest of the assembly. And I am using this bamboo stick for the free movement of the trigger and to keep it in its place. So about 70% of our project is complete. Now let us fix back the circuit so that we can power it. It will work just fine even if you don't use this board. But with this you can get an on-off indicator as well as two temperature modes. So first let us remove the old wires and install newer ones to get enough extension. And also make two holes on the second half of the glue gun to fix the LED indicator and the slide switch. Now let us connect the circuit back to the heater just the way it was before. Just make sure you insulate all the areas without insulation after soldering, because this is 230 volt AC and any contact to the exposed wire could be fatal. So handle it with the extreme care. And finally our circuit is complete. So let's fix all the components in its place firmly using super glue. Then fix the other half on top of the assembly with equal spacing just like we fixed the first one using double-sided tape as you see in the video. Once it's aligned correctly, apply super glue and fix this side as well. But still it's really delicate to be used as a tool. So I have fixed these bamboo sticks in between two layers to make it a solid build. Now before closing all the sides, let's connect an AC power line to the circuit and see whether everything's working fine. And here also make sure you have insulated the wires properly because it's 230 volt and we are holding it in our hands. Now let's plug it and see. The LED turned on as soon as we plugged it. So it's an indication that our circuit is turned on. And here we can switch between high and low, where orange means high and green means low. For now I am leaving it in high mode. It took approximately 5 minutes and now you can see the hot glue coming out through the nozzle. You might have probably seen that I have applied too much pressure and broke the trigger. So make sure you choose a good quality material for making the trigger. Anyway, I have fixed it. Now cover all the remaining portion using cardboard like you see in the video. And now, as always, let's paint it black. So finally our product is complete. But this time when I plugged it in, it did not work as before. Because this time the nozzle is filled with the glue. And due to the length of the nozzle, it's taking too much time for the heat to reach till the tip of the nozzle. Now there is only one solution. Replace the nozzle. So let's clean the area and fix a new one. So as you can see, here I have made a new cone, which is much shorter in length and is of correct fit for the heater module. So let's fix this one using super glue and M-seal just like we fixed the other one. After letting it to dry for another 8 to 10 hours, this time it's really complete. Now let's see how it performs. This time it's working far better than I have expected. It heated up in just under 3.5 minutes. And it's working as smooth as any other glue guns that you can buy. So with that being said, this is Gogolda signing off. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for watching more videos like this. So see you with another one soon. Till then, bye bye.